Mike, we start this week's Notre Dame football recruiting conversation in regard to a running back, a pretty good running back that's going to be on the Notre Dame campus this weekend.
Yeah, Jeremiyah Love, St. Louis Christian Brothers High School. This is one, Darren, that we had been reporting that this was likely to happen, that he was going to unofficially visit for the Marshall game this weekend, but confirmed that through sources close to Love and the Notre Dame side of things that he will be coming in. So it's Darren, it's just a huge visit. I mean, in June, he took officials to Alabama, Michigan, Notre Dame, and Texas A&M. It's a pretty darn good little top four there. And the first unofficial he's taking, actually, I think he might have visited like A&M at the end of July, but his first fall visit is to Notre Dame. And the feeling is if things go well on this one, that he could wrap things up soon afterwards and pick the Fighting Irish, and that's obviously the ideal situation for Notre Dame. So a dynamic ball carrier, someone who you can obviously play in the backfield. You can play him in the slot. I know some schools have been looking at him as a defensive back. Outstanding athlete, number 63 overall player nationally, number 5 running back. Darren, so Notre Dame's got 2 running back commitments already. Dylan Edwards, who's more of a scat back. Think Darren Sproles, who you could just use as a running back, as a slot in the return game, jet sweeps, kind of all that stuff. Jaden Lamar, more of a true running back, and then Jeremiyah Love is somewhere in the middle of those two. Like, he's just another do-it-all athlete. So you usually don't see 3 running backs in a class, but I would say it's more like 1.75 running backs there, if that makes sense. I like Notre Dame to land Jeremiyah Love. Would be a huge haul for the Irish. Tommy Rees, Delane McCullough, Marcus Freeman, all the Notre Dame coaches have done a nice job in this recruitment. And you just, kind of hoping to close this one out soon.
And that would be the end of running back recruiting for this year?
You would think so, Darren, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, but likely, yes.
Yeah, someone else could pop up. You never know. You never turn down a good football player, right?
Sure, yeah, and that's pretty much why they're recruiting Jeremiyah Love. I don't like if Love goes elsewhere, I don't think they're going to go recruit someone else. He's just way too good to turn down.
I went to college 20 minutes from St. Louis. There's really good high school football in St. Louis, and St. Louis has been pretty good to Notre Dame the last few years.
Yeah, let's think about it. You got Christian Gray's Notre Dame commit from St. Louis right now, a speedy cornerback. You signed Gabe Rubio from there. Kyron Williams played, is from that area. Tyson Ford's another defensive lineman from St. Louis. So you got him and Gabe Rubio from there. That's just off the top of my head. Yeah, Notre Dame's done well there. I'm actually going to be in St. Louis Friday, Darren. So I will see Jeremiyah Love's playing. And then right after the game, he's hopping on a car in a car ride to head to South Bend. No, we're not carpooling. I've been asked that. I think people are asking that jokingly. So I'm seeing him play against a top receiver target for the Irish in the 2024 class, Ryan Wingo. So that's going to be a fantastic game to watch. Then one of Love's teammates is Jeremiah McClellan, who's another receiver target for the Irish in 2024. So, Notre Dame and St. Louis is not slowing down.
Can you imagine the ratings you would get if you had a little FaceTime or a little StreamYard going on with you two hauling down the road through the cornfields of Central Illinois, coming to South Bend?
No shot. Yeah, that's not happening though. But that would be a legendary thing. I don't know if that would be a good story though. I don't know. That'd be kind of creepy.
Oh yeah. Hey, trust me, you guys would want to talk shop because I grew up in Central Illinois and there's not much to see on Interstate 55 going from St. Louis to Chicago. Well, the Ohio State game for Notre Dame, the offense put up 10 points. And hey, fans are fans. Irish fans a little concerned about the offense after week 1. And Ohio State improved a lot from last year. I was pretty impressed with them. The wide receiver position has been something we have been talking about for a very long time. And you emphasized last year the importance of Notre Dame football recruiting at the wide receiver position in the class of 2023. And really, it goes into the class of 2024 because the numbers are down right now on the roster. And I think there's a need to add a little more juice to the wide receiver room. Let's just take a step back. Knowing what we know now about the Notre Dame wide receiver room, give us a little glimpse of the future. Who are going to be some of the guys that are going to be joining Lorenzo Styles, Jaden Thomas, Deion Colsey, Tobias Merriweather over the next couple of years?
I do want to know, Darren, I have for the YouTube audience, I have the stats from the game pulled up. So I know your blood's going to boil here in a little bit. But Notre Dame not throwing a ton to the receivers is nothing new. I remember the Louisville game. Was that last year or the year before? No, it was a couple years ago. Ben Skoranek was the leading wide receiver for the team. Again, not counting tight ends. He caught like 2 passes for 25 yards. So this has been going on for years where the production at the receiver position is just not that high. So you had Braden Lenzy had the most targets of the Notre Dame receivers, 4. He caught 1 ball for 32 yards. Styles got 2 targets. That's 1 reception for 54 yards. Matt Salerno targeted a couple times, and he had that 31-yard reception. So it's like, man, when these Notre Dame receivers are catching the ball, good things are happening. But when you just look at the stats, and it's like Michael Mayer caught 5 passes, and then everyone else who caught a pass was only 1. That's scary. So reinforcements are very much needed. So like you said, let's go through these receivers here who are committed. And Darren, the thing I really like is that 2 of them are very much like ready-made. I think Rico Flores, a 4-star receiver from Northern California, who's been lighting it up early in his senior season. I think he can come in and play right away. He is a fantastic route runner, good size, like physically ready to go, technically sound, comes from a very well-coached powerhouse program at Folsom. So I love Rico Flores Jr., 6'1", 195 pounds. Jaden Greathouse, similar. 6'2", 220. He's a little bit bigger. Red zone threat. Think little Chase Claypool-esque type player. Highly productive from the Austin Westlake High School program that is dominant. Regular state championship program, ranks number 9 nationally. This Westlake team caught passes from Cade Klubnik last year, who on Monday night looked good in mop-up duty for Clemson at the quarterback spot. So I really like both of these guys can come in and play right away. Smart, heady football players. You could play into the boundary or in the slot. Braylon James, a tad bit more of a developmental receiver, but I think that he could even play as a freshman if need be. Another big body guy. I think he could play to the field or in the boundary. A really nice pickup for the Irish out of the Austin area. So Notre Dame's got 3 receiver commitments. They would love to make it 4 with Tayshawn Lyons, another Northern California prospect. So you got a couple guys from Northern California, Rico Flores and Tayshawn Lyons, and then Braylon James and Jay Greathouse from the Austin area. So Lyons is considered a Notre Dame lean, taking an official visit for the Cal game. So we'll see if the Irish are able to get him. He's a little bit more slender at 6'2", 165, Darren, but a fantastic route runner and another guy who kind of seems ready-made to play sooner than later. If he's to choose Notre Dame. So reinforcements are coming, folks.